as a teenager, he could have been thinking of God's faithfulness to protect him and his sheep from lions and bears. David wrote that before he was even anointed as king. David wrote, "Thank you, you will work out your plans for my life, God, while tending sheep." How grateful are we when we're going to school every morning? Do we thank God, oh God, thank you for my math homework. God, thank you for my science homework. God, thank you for my English teacher that's getting on my nerves and I have to read. We're not as thankful. But when we look at David, even when he had nothing, he knew God had something for him. If David wrote this as a young man, he could have been thinking of God's faithfulness to give him the strength to defeat Goliath or to protect him from King Saul. But no, David wrote this as a young man before he even knew what God had in store for him. With the smallest of things that Jesus blessed David with in his life, he knew Jesus had a bigger plan. He knew Jesus had a bigger purpose for him. No matter what you've gone through in your life, God is not done with you yet. If He wakes you up every morning and He gives you breath in your lungs the same way He breathes, when He made you, He is not done. This is not all that there is. Not one bad test mark means that your whole entire life is over. Not one bad assignment mark means your whole entire life is over. Not one bad grade on your report card defines who you are. No, God has a bigger plan for you in store. There's times where I sit now in my life or I go to school and I sit there and I'm like talking to some of my friends and I laugh about where I am in my life now because 3 years ago I didn't think it was possible. I'm sitting in a place or I'm sitting around people, I'm sitting studying a degree that I didn't think was possible 4 years ago. 4 years ago, that looked like a far away, never accomplishable dream. God, no, I'm not smart enough. God, no, I'm not strong enough. God, no, I'm not called enough to do this. God, no, maybe I'm going into the wrong profession. But sometimes I sit there and I think, no, no, God, you moved in my life in such a way where you said, no, this is your purpose. This is not some silly little dream I had as a 4-year-old waking up and being like, oh, I'm going to be an astronaut or oh, I'm going to be a firefighter. No, God put that passion in your heart or God puts that calling in your life. And if it's still there, then He's called you to that. Sometimes we need to sit down in our life, and even when Middle Auntie asks us to share testimonies, it's not just to brag about all the goodness in our life, or oh, look, I got this and I got that and I have this, and oh, look, you don't. No, no, no. Testimonies is not to share about what we have or what I have in the morning or what I don't or you don't have. No, no. It's to give God's name the glory because He's blessed us with something for our plan. My testimony looks completely different from my mom's testimony. My battles can look completely different from your battles. Why? It's not because my life is, oh, her battles are less and I'm going through something worse because, oh, I did something and I deserve it.